The movie starts with old, shaky video showing a strange ritual. A girl stands in the middle of a circle while a large man joins her. The girl is then hanged, and after that, another girl wakes up. The camera shows the second girl's face clearly. She has a dark red birthmark under her eye. Next, we meet Piper, a blind teenage girl. She tries to talk to a group of girls at a bus stop because she wants to make friends, but they laugh at her behind her back. Her stepbrother Andy comes and helps her walk away. They live together with Andy's dad, Phil. But then, Phil dies suddenly in the shower from taking too many drugs. After Phil's death, Andy and Piper meet with a social worker named Wendy. Wendy finds a foster home for Piper with a woman named Laura. Andy is supposed to go to a different home. He doesn't like this and says he and Piper should stay together. Wendy then tells Laura that Andy had some problems in the past, which Andy had never told Piper. Laura might not be happy about this. But Andy convinces Wendy to talk to Laura again, and in the end, Laura agrees to take both Piper and Andy. Andy and Piper move into Laura's house. She lives there with a boy named Oliver who doesn't speak. Laura says he is her nephew. One day, Andy accidentally lets Laura's cat out of the house. The cat runs back inside and starts scratching Oliver all over. Andy notices that Oliver has a strange mark under his eye, just like the girl in the old video. Laura gives Piper the bedroom that used to belong to her own daughter, Kathy, who has passed away. Later that night, Laura watches the creepy video of the ritual again. In the video, a person gets taken over by something called an angel and eats the old body. Then another person is killed, and the spirit from the old body moves into the new body. This is supposed to bring someone back to life. As time goes on, it becomes clear that Laura treats Piper much better than she treats Andy. She even calls Andy the wrong name on purpose, like she's doing it to annoy him. One day, she secretly takes Andy's phone and reads his messages. She finds a text where Andy told a friend that Oliver is a freak, which makes Laura angry. Later, Laura takes Andy and Piper to the funeral for Phil, Andy's father. Piper, who is blind, asks Andy how their dad looks in the coffin. Andy doesn't want to upset her, so he lies and says Phil looks fine. But Laura accidentally tells Piper that Andy never even looked at the body. This upsets Piper because the two of them always promise to tell the full truth to each other, using the word grapefruit as a signal. Feeling guilty, Andy goes back inside to see Phil's body. While he's standing there, Laura tells him to give his father a goodbye kiss because that's what people normally do at funerals. Andy kisses Phil on the forehead, but then Laura says that he should kiss him on the lips instead. She even shows him how by kissing Phil's lips herself, which makes the moment very uncomfortable and creepy. That night, Laura gives Andy and Piper alcohol, and they all have a little party where they dance and have fun. After a while, Piper gets tired and goes to bed. Andy stays up with Laura and they start talking about serious things. Laura tells Andy that her daughter, Kathy, died by drowning in the swimming pool outside. She says Kathy's death broke her heart and changed her life forever. Andy opens up too. He says his dad, Phil, was abusive and treated him badly. He says the only time he felt like he had a real family was when Phil married Piper's mom. Andy never told Piper about the abuse because he didn't want to ruin the way she saw her father. Later that night, while Andy is asleep, Laura does something strange and mean. She pees into a cup and pours it on Andy's pants, trying to make it look like he wet the bed. Then she sneaks into his phone, unlocks it, and deletes all the pictures he took of Oliver and anything else around the house. After that, she gives Oliver a bath, and during the bath, Oliver's eyes suddenly turn bright red, like something strange is happening to him. The next day in the afternoon, Laura and Piper go out and leave Andy at home with Oliver. Andy tries to get Oliver to write something to him, since Oliver doesn't talk. Oliver writes one word on a piece of paper, bird. Later, Andy cuts up some cantaloupe fruit and gives pieces to Oliver. But instead of eating the fruit, Oliver grabs the knife and starts chewing on the blade. It hurts his mouth and teeth badly and he starts bleeding. Andy panics and tries to take Oliver to the hospital. But as soon as they pass a strange white ring on the ground that surrounds the house, Oliver begins to scream in pain. His skin starts to burn and form blisters, like he's being burned by something invisible. Just then, Laura and Piper come back home. Laura quickly takes Oliver and starts taking care of him while watching the weird cult video again. It looks like she's using the video to figure out how to calm Oliver down. Andy looks back at the paper where Oliver tried to communicate, and the only thing he had written was the word bird. Andy hasn't been taking showers because he's still traumatized from finding his dad, Phil, dead in the shower. But eventually he decides to take one. While he's in the bathroom, he suddenly sees something that looks like his dad's ghost walking by. The ghost whispers, "She'll die in the rain." Andy immediately thinks the ghost is talking about Piper and that she might be in danger. He gets scared and panics. In the confusion, he slips, falls, and hits his head. He's hurt badly enough that he has to go to the hospital. While he's there, he sees that it's raining outside, and he becomes even more worried about Piper. He tells Laura that he's afraid something bad will happen to her. Laura goes back home and plays in the rain with Piper, acting like everything is normal. Piper tells Laura that she and Andy are planning to move out soon and live on their own, but they will still come to visit her. Laura doesn't like this idea. She takes Piper to a shed near the house and lets her touch something inside a freezer. It turns out to be the frozen body of Laura's dead daughter, Kathy. Wanting to turn Piper against Andy, Laura does something awful. She sprays herself with Andy's body spray so she smells like him, then she sneaks into Piper's room and punches her hard in the face. Piper can't see who did it because she's blind, but now she has a black eye. Laura lies and tells Piper that Andy did it. Laura also tells Piper that Andy never told her about Phil's abuse because he was jealous and didn't want her to know the truth. This makes Piper feel confused and betrayed. Meanwhile, Andy tries to film Oliver standing outside in the rain to show how strange things are. But when he does, Laura attacks him. She makes it look like Andy hurt her, trying to make Piper believe that Andy is dangerous. While Laura takes Piper to a local community center to play goalball, Andy goes to the police station to report what he's discovered. While he's there, he sees a poster for a missing boy named Connor Bird, and he suddenly realizes that the boy in the photo is Oliver. That means Laura didn't tell the truth. Oliver isn't her nephew. Andy thinks she kidnapped him. Andy takes the missing child poster to Wendy, the social worker, and tells her what he found out. He tries to convince her that Laura is dangerous and has stolen a child. Back at Laura's house, things get very strange. Oliver starts destroying everything. He eats anything he can find. When Laura tries to stop him, he bites a big chunk of flesh out of her arm. Then he starts chewing on the wooden table, hurting his mouth badly with splinters. He even bites into his own arm, tearing off a large piece of flesh and eating it. It's scary and disturbing. Somehow, Laura manages to calm Oliver down. She begins a creepy ritual, getting him to start eating the old body. That means she gets him to eat the dead body of Kathy, her daughter. Later, Laura hears a voice message that Andy left for Piper. In it, Andy tells Piper that he loves her like a true brother and warns her that Laura is dangerous. Laura realizes that Andy and Wendy are on their way to the house. Panicking, Laura tries to clean up all the blood and mess in the house before they arrive. Wendy goes into the house and at first doesn't see anything suspicious. Meanwhile, Andy sneaks into the shed and finds Oliver with Kathy's dead body. Wendy then notices that Laura's arm is bleeding and finally realizes that something is wrong. Laura stops pretending to be nice and says something creepy, that they can bring Kathy back. Andy yells for Wendy, who then sees the horrible scene in the shed. Before they can get help, Laura suddenly drives her van straight at them. She hits Wendy with the van, killing her, and badly hurts Andy. Then, to finish him off, Laura drowns Andy in a puddle of water. After that, she calmly drives off to go pick up Piper. When Piper gets home, she finds Oliver and touches his head. She's surprised to feel that he has short buzzed hair, not red curly hair like Laura told her he had. Then Piper feels around more and finds a body. She can tell it's Andy because of his braces. That's when she realizes Andy was telling the truth the whole time. Laura had been lying and doing horrible things. Piper tries to escape, but she accidentally hits her head and falls unconscious. When she wakes up, Laura is dragging her outside to the swimming pool. It's raining, just like the night when Laura's daughter Kathy died. Laura is trying to repeat what happened back then, possibly to bring Kathy back by killing Piper. Piper fights back and calls Laura Mum, trying to stop her. That word touches something in Laura's heart, and she suddenly can't go through with it. She lets Piper go free. Laura then takes Kathy's dead body out of the freezer and cuts open a wound on her own arm, letting herself bleed to death. At the same time, Oliver steps outside the white ring around the house. As he crosses it, he starts throwing up something. He is getting rid of the evil spirit or force that was inside him. Piper keeps running through the rain until she's found by a kind couple, who take her to safety. While she's with them, she hears Andy's last voice message to her, where he says he loves her and wanted to protect her. Then, she hears the sound of an airplane flying above. Andy had once told her that hearing a plane meant their dad had gone to heaven. So when Piper hears it, she smiles, feeling comforted. Later, the police arrive at Laura's house. They find Oliver, who now speaks and tells them his real name is Connor Bird. Then, the police go to the pool, where they find Laura's dead body holding Kathy's corpse in her arms. By this, the movie ends in here. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.